Let's start with a few curious facts. Bluetooth is one of the most widely used wireless technology standards, especially for short distance data transmission. According to the Statista.com data, annual Bluetooth enabled connected device shipments worldwide stood at 650 million units in the year 2020. Yearly shipments are forecast to reach 760 million units in 2021 and 880 million in 2022, growing at a good pace with increased devices within the Internet of Things or IoT market segment. Good morning, good day, and good afternoon to you. Good evening, everyone, and we're live and we're starting. Welcome to our online session, and thank you all for joining us from all over the world. Today, we're presenting temperature monitoring using Bluetooth sensors webinar for your attention. Together with experts, you will learn more about Bluetooth low energy temperature sensor features, benefits, prominent use cases, and the fleet management platform to help expand your portfolio, get more profitable projects, and grow your business. Now it's time to introduce the webinar presenters for you. My name is Dan. I'm Operational Marketing Project Manager here at Teltonika Telematics, as well as Donatas from the Teltonika Technical Department, who will help us with the technical part of the webinar and answer your questions in the live Q&A session. Also, I'm very pleased to introduce to you Kiran, Customer Success Team Manager from Eufysio Company, our long-term business partner based in India. That being said, I encourage you to actively engage and take a moment to ask your relevant questions in the Q&A tab below at the bottom of your screen. Thank you. Please be advised the session is being recorded and the replay version will be available on the Teltonika Telematics YouTube channel a few days later. All right, so let's dive in. In today's session, we will go through and you will learn more. Firstly, about Teltonika. Secondly, about Eufysio, then about BLE sensors overview, then temperature monitoring use cases, Eufysio fleet management platform, Q&A session, and finally summary. The session will take around 45 minutes, so please make yourself comfortable, turn off all the distractions, and enjoy the content. Let's start by looking at the key facts about Teltonika. Teltonika Telematics is one of the leading manufacturers and wholesalers in the telematics industry worldwide. As a part of the Teltonika IoT group, the company manufactures and supplies vehicle GPS tracking devices, relevant accessories and software solutions for efficient any-size fleet management. Only in the first half of 2021, Teltonika Telematics sold more than 1.6 million GPS devices. We are aspired to add value to our clients and partners' businesses and to contribute to making people's lives easier, safer, and more comfortable. The past few years were extraordinary for Teltonika IoT Group, as our workforce grew from 750 employees to 1,600 plus. We have 28 offices and subsidiaries located in 19 countries, and more are coming soon. Since January 2021, as a group, we have produced 2.2 million units and expect this number to reach 5 million units this year. Currently, over 15 million IoT devices have been manufactured by Teltonika, delivered to our clients worldwide, and successfully deployed. Next, the latest and the greatest from Eufysio. Kiran, please take it over.
Thank you for the introduction, Dan. So on behalf of Eufysio, I would like to welcome everybody once again to this webinar. Eufysio is one of the global leaders in the telematics industry with its software and development. We stand out with our consumer-centric approach, which has resulted in 500 plus distributors and 50,000 plus happy platform users. Through our channel partner network, we have our presence in 60 plus countries with more than 500,000 active assets. We believe in continuous improvements and enhancements, which has helped us in venturing into a wide array of industries, such as trucking, mining, agriculture, uh, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, etc. We have some promising new and upcoming products that will be available soon, such as the Traxi Cargo, which focuses on the transportation of precious cargo from the ports to different parts of the country on predefined routes. E-locks play an important role in this product. Then we have the Smart Waste project. This product focuses on the collection of waste from the household and societies and its dumping to the waste treatment plants. It also will have a citizens app where the citizen would be able to view the status of the vehicles coming to empty their bins and also raise complaints if they feel that the waste collection was not done properly. Finally, we have the Traxi Technician app. This app is for all our channel partners. This new app will give them the visibility on their technicians' task and also on how their devices are performing. The users can get an estimate on the cost of operation of each of their clients, thereby providing them with a much needed understanding of their client base. That's from Ufisio. Over to you, Dan.
Thank you. And next, Bluetooth Low Energy Temperature Sensors Overview. So why BLE sensors then? What is so special about them and why you should care? Wireless Bluetooth Low Energy connectivity is secure and simple. It has low cost, high energy efficiency and accuracy, works independently of the network, and has less interference. Easy to install, deploy, and integrate into the existing Bluetooth ecosystem. BLE sensors with a configurable to exact customer needs signal strength and data transmitting intervals can be easily integrated into virtually any size and form environment, including vehicles and trailers. Compared to other related technologies, they have certain advantages in terms of flexibility, reliability, and opportunities for integration. This sensors installation process is economical, swift, and eliminates a human error possibility. Even more, if damaged, lost, or stolen, any sensor can be quickly replaced. It saves precious time, company resources, and may lead to higher project profitability. Temperature sensor range. In essence, there are two types of them: smaller housing coins, 36 millimeters in diameter, and larger pucks, 57 millimeters in diameter. Coin type sensors can work from internal battery up to 5 years, range up to 200 meters in open field. And puck type sensors may work from internal battery up to 15 years and range up to 500 meters in open field. Temperature range is -40 to +85 Celsius degrees, except the T-Probe model, which is on the bottom on the right, where the range is -80 degrees to +200 degrees Celsius. Here to add, Teltonika Vehicle Tracker supports up to 4 Bluetooth sensors at the same time. Next, popular use cases using BLE temperature sensors. Let's start with a few potential challenges and risks in the goods temperature monitoring, also known as cold chain management. Firstly, cost efficiency. The most reliable solutions out there are not easily available because they are simply too expensive. Impact of increased regulations, customs, legal, compliance issues, diverse ecological guidelines such as high power consumptions or the combustion of fossil fuels. Secondly, the human element: careless staff, a lack of training or adherence to proper procedures, reckless driving, overspeeding, etc. And finally, environmental impact: microeconomic factors and fluctuations. Environmental policies and regulations can affect the supply chain's business or operating environment. And let's start with the first use case: dairy products distribution. Did you know that the milk in your morning beverage was probably harvested on a farm less than 48 hours ago? Swift and timely raw milk distribution is absolutely essential, so dairy farmers and distributors don't experience losses because of its spoilage. By implementing Bluetooth temperature tracking and monitoring solutions, it becomes possible to maintain cargo visibility in the various locations and conditions of dairy products in food logistics chain. Here, Teltonika GPS tracker FMB140 with a built-in CAN bus adapter, Bluetooth low energy temperature sensors are installed in a two-section refrigerated truck delivering dairy products. Using wireless Bluetooth technology, the GPS device is connected with a sensor constantly monitoring cargo temperature in both sections independently. Also, with the help of Teltonika vehicle trackers, fleet maintenance can be turned into an automated process making sure that all vehicles are kept in the right condition. All data of interest can be viewed and managed via a dedicated fleet management platform we will discuss in a few moments. And that ensures efficient business operations, good company reputation, its competitiveness, and higher profits. The benefits. Firstly, prolonged milk and dairy products lifespan by transporting them in ideal temperatures, fewer losses, higher profits. Secondly, increased number of delivery jobs without hiring additional drivers or buying extra vehicles. Then, a reliable way to track work progress, time spent by drivers on the road, and delays in completing work orders. And finally, it's a versatile solution. It can be deployed by any businesses of all sizes and all types in any country around the world. The next use case is vaccines and pharmaceutical products distribution. Transporting vaccines safely and swiftly is as important as development and manufacturing processes. Did you know that approximately half of the vaccines distributed around the world go to waste? The cargo temperature can range from 2 to 8 degrees Celsius up to ultra cold minus 80 degrees Celsius, depending on a specific drug. If temperature controls fail, vaccines spoil, and all the efforts to deliver them to the needed are in vain. Here, Teltonika GPS tracker FMC130, CAN bus adapter, and Bluetooth low energy temperature sensors are installed in a refrigerated truck delivering vaccines. Using Bluetooth technology, the GPS device is connected with the BLE sensors constantly monitoring temperature of vaccines or other pharmaceuticals. Teltonika Tracker provides accurate location-based information with many additional data and usage scenarios to make the right and timely decisions. Changes and adjustments can be implemented on the go to optimize routes, prevent delays, and solve unforeseen situations. The benefits. Firstly, precise temperature monitoring up to minus 80 degrees Celsius, maintaining vaccines in controlled temperatures until their final destination. Secondly, effective logistics and distribution, making sure vaccines reach billions of people in time and save lives across the world, including remote and hard-to-reach places. Safe and reliable deliveries, preventing thefts and enabling informed decisions in unforeseen situations. And finally, timely maintenance and service, keeping vehicles in a good condition to avoid irregularities in supply chains. Here is a list of other cold chain related use cases. Firstly, frozen and defrozen food, such as beef, poultry, pork, cakes, bread, seafood, ice cream, requiring the temperature are kept in minus 10 to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Also, agriculture produce, with a range between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius, is used to transport many fruits, vegetables, and fresh meat. Also, chemicals industry, vitally important, because many hazardous chemicals are susceptible to exothermic reactions. In simple terms, it means as heat escapes from chemical goods, a spark or flame or even explosion may occur. So literally, it could be a matter of life and death. Also, oil and gas industry. The sector needs explosion-proof refrigerated containers, safe to use on oil rigs, oil tankers, and offshore locations. And also military. The cold chain becomes more complicated in military application because goods often have to travel long distances to hard-to-reach and hot regions. Now I would like to draw your attention to these two advanced category Teltonika trackers used in both use cases above. FMB 140, which is on your left, and FMC 130, which is on your right. They both have pretty similar features: Bluetooth connectivity for external devices and BLE sensors, one-wire technology, configurable digital inputs, analog inputs for flexible remote monitoring and controls, also negative input for easy installation of various accessories and multiple usage scenarios. But there are two distinctive differences. The FMB140 model, which is on your left, has built-in CAN bus adapter, which makes it a way smaller and easier to install and save precious time. And model FMC130, which is on your right, has got 2G, 3G, LTE Cat1 and Cat M1 connectivity options, what make it a perfect choice for various markets. Also, to get Teltonika vehicle trackers ready to be deployed and properly maintained over time, you will need, firstly, Teltonika Configurator. It is one application to configure all our trackers, make firmware updates, device diagnostics, status checks, and debug, with a swift scenario setup and integrated security features. It has implemented pop-up tooltips to get information on the go, and also the status and maintenance window to make life much easier for telematics service providers and integrators. You can monitor device connectivity and the main parameters in real time in one window. That speeds up the installation process, simplifies device diagnostics, and configuration error detection. And the second one, FilterWeb, the tool that allows vehicle tracker firmware upgrades and its configuration changes remotely. And the keyword here is remotely. It is a powerful software solution that helps manage Teltonika GPS devices swiftly and efficiently. FilterWeb has been updated a few months ago and now includes these major improvements. Firstly, new interface design and user experience, modern, more intuitive context, user-friendly interface, better usability and system performance. Secondly, new and revised existing features such as notifications, company tree optimization, smart groupings, etc. for better efficiency and smarter database management. And finally, enhance security to keep your devices and data safe and help protect your business assets. Also, improved API for easier integrations. And the next is Ufizio Fleet Management Platform. Kiran, please take it over and continue.
Thank you, Dan. So, as explained by Dan, we have seen the various challenges faced by the users and the ideal hardware to overcome them as well. Now, let's have a look at some more challenges that a software user faces and when it comes to dairy products or vaccine distribution. The obvious one is regarding the visibility. Much often, the users lack visibility regarding their asset, whether it's following the predefined route or not, whether the vehicles are making unauthorized stoppages or not, or whether the delivery timings are attained or not. And the most important one, whether the ideal temperature is being maintained or not. Next, the users have the dilemma in deciding the optimal route in reaching the distribution hubs or the manufacturing units with the least ETA. Finally, the users need to know about the driving behavior of the drivers and the performance of their fleets. Let us see how to overcome these challenges using the Ufizio software. The first is the route planning and its alerts. When it comes to vaccines or even dairy products, we need to plan and use the most optimal route with the least ETA so that the products reach the destination on time. The route optimization feature helps the users generate the optimal route to reach their distribution hubs or the manufacturing units. Users can add the stoppages which will be taken into account while generating these routes. Based on this, there are alerts for route deviation and the unauthorized stoppages. Next, we have the trip monitoring. After the planning phase, the users need to monitor the trips. The live tracking feature enables the users to have a real-time view of their trips. Using this feature, the users can make sure that the delivery of the products are on time and whether the optimal route which was predefined is being followed or not. This results in a better use of their available resources and hence saves the time and cost. Then the users can create the geofences and the POIs on the Ufisio software. The alerts will be generated each time the vehicle enters or exits from the geofences and the POIs. The geofence can also be used as a jurisdiction for the vehicle operations or even as restricted places for the vehicle. Based on this, the alerts will be generated which notifies the users regarding the jurisdiction or the area violations. Moreover, numerous reports can be generated with respect to the geofences and the POIs. Now, the most important feature regarding our use case of dairy products and vaccine distribution is the temperature monitoring. The users can view the real-time temperatures of their products during the trip. They can also configure the alerts to be generated when there is an increase or decrease in the temperatures so that the actions can be taken immediately. Moreover, there are reports and graphs available which helps the user see even the most minute changes in the temperature. This helps in making sure that the products are always kept at a correct temperature and hence the users do not incur losses due to the spoilage. Next, we have the fleet and the driver analytics. The users can have access to historical data regarding the trips and its playback as well. Along with the trips, the users also have the access to the historical data regarding the violations during the trips and regarding the information of the driver as well. Additionally, the users have the driver performance reports based on the driving behaviors. The users can create the custom report with their own driver rating system as well. This data helps the users in planning their upcoming trips according to the driver performances. Along with the analytics, the users also have access to the live feed of the in-vehicle cameras. With the help of the real-time video feed, the fleet controllers can view what's happening in and around of the vehicle at all times. Next, we have the maintenance reminders feature, using which the users can create custom reminders regarding absolutely anything. It can be in regards to the vehicle servicing and maintenance, which is an important aspect of keeping the vehicle ready for any trips that the vehicle might have to go on. Moreover, the reminders can also be generated for any renewable activities to be done, such as the vehicles or the driver's insurance or the driver's license, etc. While carrying cargo like the vaccines, and especially when the shortage arises, it's extremely important to make sure that the product reaches the destination safely. To assist with this, we have various features such as immobilizer, alerts for parking, route deviation, unauthorized stoppages, etc. Moreover, with the use of e-locks, the controllers can make sure that the hatches and the valves of the vehicle are properly locked throughout the trip and are opened only when the vehicle reaches the destination and not before that. Using the Ufisio software has resulted in many benefits for our partners. We have noticed a 93% reduction in the losses due to the product spoilage, 1000 plus cold chain trucks tracked actively, and almost 79% increase in on-time delivery. That's all from Ufisio. Over to you, Dan.
Thank you, Kiran. So next in line is the Q&A session, but before we move forward, let's do the 30 seconds pop-up poll. So to improve our webinars and the user experience, please take a short and simple poll that will pop up on the screen in a moment. There are only 4 questions and the answer options are listed. So your opinion is very important to us and it will help to make our webinars even more relevant to your business needs. It takes around 30 seconds to submit your answers, so let's do that quickly and then we will continue. Thank you, and you're welcome to start submitting. Right, we'll be closing the poll window in 3, 2, 1. Thank you all for your great assistance and answers. Well done. So now, as promised, it's time for the Q&A session. Once again, if you got a question, please type it in the Q&A tab below at the bottom of your screen. Thank you. Kiran, please take it over and start answering questions.
Thank you, Dan. So we have a whole lot of questions over here. So let's start. So firstly, there's a question from Mr. Martin. What are the analytics available in the Ephysio software related to the temperature? So that's a great question. The real-time temperature monitoring can get you only so far. Right? You need the analytics based on the data, and Ephysio provides just that. The software has multiple reports, such as the temperature summary. This report shows you the changes in the temperature against your trips. You can view the various trips that took place, the start and end locations, and the average, minimum, and the maximum temperatures attained during those trips. If you dig down, you can view the temperature value against each and every data packet received during the trip. You can also view the ignition, air condition, and the speed values for each and every data and the corresponding temperature values as well. Next, we have the question that is the temperature analytics available in the mobile application? Absolutely. The temperature analytics are available in the mobile application as well. If you are on the go and you do not have your laptop with you, then you can use a Ephysio mobile application as well. The mobile app shows you the real-time temperature of multiple temperature sensors that you might have. Moreover, you have access to the temperature summary report in the mobile application as well. So all the information that you see in the web platform are absolutely available in the mobile application as well. You can even export your temperature summary reports in the XLS or PDF formats, or even schedule the reports to be delivered to your email address right from the mobile app. And of course, you do have the mobile app pop-up notifications regarding the alerts related to the rise and fall of the temperature values. We have a question that can you configure multiple temperature sensors in the Ephysio software? Yes, on the Ephysio software, you do have the provision to configure multiple temperature sensors on a single vehicle. Each of these sensors can be monitored in real time, individually on the live tracking screen, and also on the reports and the graph are available individually for all the multiple sensors. So to sum up, yes, you can configure multiple temperature sensors on a single vehicle and monitor them as well. Then we have a question that can you configure temperature alerts on the Ephysio software? Yes, you can configure the temperature alerts. There are options to set the upper and the lower limits of permissible temperatures. And whenever the values go beyond these limits, the alerts would be generated. To make sure that you get the alerts only during the trips or the working hours, you have the provision to select the days and the time frame when the alert should be generated. This way, you do not receive unwanted notifications when the vehicle is not actually in use. So there's a question that is the Teltonika FMV 140 device integrated in the Ephysio software? Teltonika FMV 140 device, which we saw moments earlier, is already integrated and working very well in the Ephysio software. So I think those were the questions regarding the software. So I'll just pass this on to Donatus.
Hello, everyone. I am Donatas, and I will be answering your technical questions today. Even if I will not get to your questions during the live Q&A session, all of them will be answered personally, so do not hesitate to write them in the Q&A session, even after Q&A. Okay, so how often the sensors transmit the data? Devices come with default configuration where they send the data every 10 seconds, but they can be configured to from 100 milliseconds to 10 seconds. So you can either configure 200 milliseconds, 1 second, 5 seconds, or leave it at 10 seconds. How do I get access to PhotoWeb? To get access to PhotoWeb, please contact your account manager and provide him a mail address of engineer that will be using the system. After the user is invited, he will be able to add additional users. Can the tracker be installed in a cabin of a driver, and what is the believed device's transmission range? Yes, the tracking devices can be installed in the driver cabin, and the transmission range of temperature sensors in open field for the coins would be 200 meters, for the puck sensors 500 meters. But in case there is installation made and there will be obstacles, like in situation where it's installed in a truck and sensors will be installed in a trailer, the range would be about 30 meters. Another question, we have installed many FMT100 devices and FMB 920 devices already, so can they handle the BLE accessories easily? Yes, all of the FMT100 devices and FMB 920 devices you installed will handle these BLE sensors. From currently sold devices, only FMB 640 would be one that does not support sensors. Another question about PhotoWeb. Does PhotoWeb support all of the devices? Yes, PhotoWeb supports all of our currently sold devices. With this solution, we will be able to remotely manage all of the devices' firmwares and configurations. Another question, how many temperature sensors is supported by the device? Each device can support only up to 4 sensors. Another question, what is a BLE sensor? BLE would mean Bluetooth low energy. So these sensors showed during the webinar are all Bluetooth sensors. Another question, do the sensors have a memory in case it can't send data to the tracker? These sensors do not have internal memory. They only transmit the current data. So if it would not have access to the tracker, that data would be lost. Another question, how can we match Bluetooth sensors and the tracking device? You would need to configure a tracking device, write the Bluetooth sensor MAC address, and also set its preset configuration. Can the sensors provide data to be monitored on real-time basis? All of these sensors are sending data live, so it only depends on the latency, how long it takes to transmit the data from the device to the system. So I would say the data is pretty live. I think that will be all for today. So Dan, you can take over.
Thank you very much, Donatas. So also from my side, there are quite a few questions about Teltonika GPS device prices, payment options, contract terms and conditions, etc. So please know this information is beyond the webinar scope, but you're most welcome to get in touch with us at your convenience to discuss it further. I will provide both companies' contacts in a moment. So let's continue now. Webinar summary. So to recap, in this webinar you have learned and got familiarized with the Teltonika and Eufysio company's latest facts, learned about Bluetooth connectivity advantages, BLE sensors types and models, prominent temperature monitoring use cases to diversify projects and grow your business in cold chain market niche. Also, you have discovered more about sophisticated Eufysio fleet management platform, its functionality, versatility, and benefits, and got your answers in the Q&A session. So let's finish with this. People do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. Theodore Roosevelt, an American statesman, historian, and writer who served as the 26th President of the United States. If it's not done yet, please follow Teltonika Telematics and Eufysio on social media platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and others to stay up to date. And to get even more value, please register to the upcoming webinar. Also, if you want to stay up to date on the latest news about vehicle telematics, new products or change notifications, use cases and solutions, get event or webinar invites and reminders, I encourage you to subscribe to our newsletters. You will get value, nothing but the value, conveniently and timely delivered to your inbox. If you have further questions or would like to start working with us, here are our contact details for your attention. Drop a quick email or call us at your convenience, whatever way suits you the best. If you are a business partner or client already, please contact your account manager for more information. Thank you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our session. I hope you enjoyed it, found this webinar relevant and helpful for your business. On behalf of Teltonika Telematics and Eufysio teams, thank you very much for following us along, your time and all the questions today. Meanwhile, you take care of your business, stay safe, and goodbye for now.